Hey, I'm Mikey Jean.
And this is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee. And welcome to the GAUDS Show, guys. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Tote and Carry. Shout out to Two Large Distribution. Shout out to Waka Flocka, and shout out to Lareco. And shout out to you for watching, like, share, subscribe. That's very important for the sake of a show. And keep commenting. And by the way, that's me answering the comments, y'all. That Ray Daniels, that person that's a comment saying, damn, that's me every time. But today we have a special guest, Rocky. This is one of my favorite people in the business, in the world. And the reason why is because you need people like our next guest. You need people that are going to tell you the truth, no matter how bad it is. You need them people in your life that's going to say, you getting fat. You know, like, even though you know it, you just need somebody that's going to say it to you, and you know it's with love every time.
Absolutely.
So let's introduce our guest today, Mrs. Deb Antney. Let's go. Okay,
So shout out to me.
so shout out to you. So Deb, when we do these interviews, I always have the one question I have to ask that's the first in my mind. And I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think you're too real for the entertainment business? Like, have you looked at yourself and said that? And I'm gonna tell you why I say that, because you and I, we were speaking off camera, you and I, we know that a lot of these people are fake, right? And just because the game is fake don't mean you have to be fake, right?
True.
And some people just follow it. But when I met you, I was like, and it was funny because they said, and she managed to Gucci, but she's Waka's mom. And I'm like, really? So I went to your office. This was when it was over for Riverdale, right by South Lake Mall.
Yeah.
And I went there, and it was like, I see Gucci manager, but I also see Waka's mama. Like, how the fuck do you do that? So my question to you is, do you think you're too real for this industry?
No.
No.
You want to know something? This is some funny stuff. I'm forever saying this, and I know that this sounds very, very crazy. I don't know who people know. And that's just real. And I only know who I am.
For sure.
So that person that they might say is too real, or she's too this, or she's too that, I don't know who she is. I only know who I am. And it's like, sometimes I always say, I want to meet me.
Yeah.
I want to meet her. I want to meet that person that you talk about, because I don't know her.
Yes.
Right.
I only know who I am. And I always tell people this. This is just some real shit right here, okay? It is easy for me to be me.
Yes. I love that.
But it's so hard for me to be something that I'm not.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part.
Where it's like, Deb, this guy, you got to smile with him. And it's like, I'm going to smile if I want to smile. Not because he's important. And you always been real like that.
I am who I am. It's like, I can't change who I am. Like, if you came from where I came from and had a part of my story, I want to see how you going to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, for me now, so much has changed for me. And in this new chapter, because after COVID, I really kind of said, when God allowed me to come up out of that coma, then I knew that it was like, okay, game's on.
Exactly.
And not just that.
So it was that bad?
It was that bad.
Oh, wow.
Okay? I was in Piedmont for just about a month.
Wow.
I didn't know how to walk again. There were so many things, from my memory to all of the stuff that, that I'm going through. And I'm still kind of going through various things, but they're not as bad as what they were.
Yeah.
But I got another shot, right?
Yeah.
As old as I am, I got another shot.
Yeah.
Now, who could get that? And I have a demographic of 15 to 54. So it ain't too much that people could really tell me that you can't do, or she ain't doing this, as some people will say, oh, she ain't doing shit no more, she doing TV.
Yeah.
I ain't never coming out that music game. So you need to, stop trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how you could discuss me if you don't even speak to me. Or you don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just say that I'm not on your block.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that I'm not there.
I just ask you, how long was your goal always to be in music?
You know what's funny, right? when I was younger,
Okay. I love you.
at school, I was in all of the talent shows. Thought I could sing.
You can sing.
Thought I could sing, but I danced.
Yes.
Okay, I used to love to dance, and I was always in stuff.
Yeah.
But I was always in some type of hustle.
Yes.
Some type of something.
Yeah.
Like, but I literally used to do that, and I was acting.
Yes.
And I remember when this long black limousine came outside. Here they come down, farmers coming there, pulling up to my mama's house. And I said, Mommy, they here, they want me. And I had the lead role in A Hero Ain't Nothing But a Sandwich. And that was like the first, it was a play first,
Yeah.
and the movie second.
Okay.
Well, my best friend, he's still Larry, shout out to Larry Scott, he's still there at that time. That was my best friend, you know, he was younger, and he went on, but my mother wasn't letting me go to no California.
Got you.
And you want to know something? I'm grateful to God that she didn't let me go.
Yeah.
Because looking at all of the stuff that's going on today, that people that did turn their children over to people and the things that happened to those kids.
Yes.
Okay, is so freaking deep. So I'm glad you couldn't buy me for the quarter.
Yes.
Like a lot of parents would release their children to people for $1.
Yes.
And you'll let your child go and go with these strangers at a young age, and no parent or relative was there to see over that baby to make sure that they were okay.
Exactly.
You understand? So I'm grateful. I despised her for so long because I felt she stopped my life. So it's something that I've been in to for forever and a day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this game is not new to me. And then being in the streets, it's just like being in this game.
Yeah.
All the same things are still lit. you understand what I'm saying? And now they legalized spots that you could go in and you still a drug dealer.
Yep.
So they still make you go back to that and get to those parts. You know what I'm saying? And get there too. But it's just crazy. The industry, I don't know if it wasn't that, I don't know what it would have been.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've always liked taking care of people. That was a big thing.
And I was going to bring that up because when people ask me, like, how was I in the music business? Like, how was it so easy? I'm like, all I did was I'm an older brother. I'm an older sibling. I raised my brother and sister like they was mine. So all I did was treat my artists like they were my little brothers and sisters. And
I created all those artists like they were my babies.
And that's why I was going to ask you.
That was it. Those was my children.
Yeah.
Every one of them, I put what I knew was social service into this. Because, you know, when I got into it, I never planned on getting back into the music industry when I left New York. Nobody ever knew that I even had that going on, period, okay? And it all started really with me really coming into this, Corey Rooney.
Really?
Yeah.
Queen, soon you said Queen's name, Jack.
That's family. So I used to watch up there. Like, I remember when 112 first started. And they came inside a soul convention smoking damn weed. I was cussing their behinds out because I smoked it. I said, no, damn well you ain't coming here with no weed. And Prince Marky D was in there. I was ordering up pizzas for him up for credit card. And we was in there getting pizzas. Then me and Kelly Price and Yo-Yo used to be in the studio crying with Jose while he making beats because they used to be going through so much stuff. So it's like, it's just really crazy about this game. You know, I remember as a little girl going across Merrick Boulevard, going to James Brown house, because I used to love to see all them girlfriends he had with them little short skirts on and the poodles. You know, he had his little gray house.
Yeah, I already know.
Black walls. I remember the first time I went in, it was black and red. I was like, oh my God, I was so fat. I was a little girl. All I wanted was, he'd give you the button and you say, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. You had to say that to him. But I was so young.
Yes.
I mean, young. I had no business crossing Merrick Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? And I was crossing Merrick Boulevard to go over there to James Brown's house, and Count Basie lived around the corner. His daughter used to chase us in the park. I bust the back of my head in St. Albans Park.
Wait, so how old were you around
Probably
then?
8 or something.
So you were doing this from back then.
Yeah, I had no business. And James Brown used to let me come to his, I was a little bitty girl. And he used to let me come back there. Oh my God, I had so much fun hitting the little buttons and little say it loud. Because he had these say it loud buttons. And I'm black and I'm proud, but you have to do this with him.
I love
And then he had these women, he used to have these mini skirts on. I always wanted a poodle. And to this day, I like boots with shorts.
Because of that.
I'm not gonna wear them over my behind, but I like boot. I mean, I think that's so sexy on a woman.
Yeah.
But that came from James Brown, something that I liked, that the women that he used to have there at that time. So it's just, y'all don't even know. It's so many people like Levi from Blackstreet. Oh my God. I miss Levi so much. Levi one time said, "You make me some oxtails, I'll see." It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's like, here they come to my house. Like, it's like crazy. It's like all these people you grew up with, like all these people that I see now, we grew up with them, you know? And that's why my kids wasn't so fascinated over this industry, because they grew up in this life. This is the life that they really grew up in. So I can't say how a lot of artists that I, knew at that time. I'll take the fifth.
What? No, say it with you. No, you just can't leave us hanging like that. You got to at least give us a little something.
Well, there was another person that was inside of me once upon a time.
Like a alter ego.
Oh, it was real. This person was real.
And they don't play.
Okay.
This person lived a different kind of life.
I want to. So it's so many levels to you. So
yeah, it is. And
I met your brother. By the way, Bimmy, he got the same September 19th. We got the same birthday.
That's your birthday?
Yeah, September 19th.
Oh shit.
So, and we had Waka.
You know, it's 2 of them, right?
No. I don't even know Bimmy, because I was with him in Vegas for his birthday a few years ago. We was at my man restaurant, and I didn't even know he was just your brother. And when I'm like, you look just like her, like. But you guys really have like a historic family. That's the most. That's the most interesting thing about y'all. Like, y'all come from a legendary family in the streets, legendary in music, legendary everywhere. And it's like, you seem so unfazed by everything happening around you because you've seen it before.
And you know what's so funny? It's like, especially here, I always laugh at people sometimes when they say shit or think I don't know what's going on, or I don't know anything that's happening, because nobody ever knew. They don't really know anything about me, because really what people knew about me here in Georgia, I came in, I was in the Olympics.
Doing what?
I was in '96, I ran.
Like track?
I ran with, I had 007 was my torch.
What?
Yeah, I ran.
You was an athlete? What you run?
Listen, boo.
Well, I'm learning. I didn't know that.
I was inside of Centennial Park.
Wow.
I was in the Olympics. I was there. I ran.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Did you use the
I ran
place?
with a, huh?
Did you use the place? Like, did you do the 4x4? Like, what was your...
Girl, stop playing with me. Don't try to embarrass me. I just said.
I was wondering what.
But I'm not lying about what I just said. Because y'all can check it.
No, we're gonna look at footage in Atlanta, right up Robert David Avenue, right up Robert David Avenue.
Don't play with me. I ran with the torch. I had a torch on fire, running fire. No, but I ran with the torch in '96 when Muhammad Ali was there. And
I remember. I remember.
So there, and then I was working for Fulton County, DFACS, right? And this is when Ludacris was Chris Lover
and Poon Daddy.
Yep. Okay. So one of the things about Radio 1, they did anything for me for them children. Like when I tell you that they opened up so many doors for me, we'd have the Mountain Dew trucks, we'd have everything down there for these kids, and these are the children that were removed from their homes, from their parents and stuff. And Chris and Poon used to come. I don't care when I asked them, even if they had a gig, they were showing up to them kids, all right? And I remember Chris came in there one day, me and Chris was sitting up on the, we was at the gym sitting up on the stage, and one of the little boys was talking to Chris and was telling Chris how he was molested. And Chris literally had tears in his eyes. And he looked at me, he said, yo, Mzee, he said, I promise you when I make it, you're gonna get the first check. And and they was telling them about how they didn't have TVs and that they would fight and do stuff. Let me explain something to you. I respect that man right there so much, okay? Mm-hmm. There is so much that he's done that not one soul knows anything about.
Yeah.
He never advertised. And I said, Chris, why you never show this stuff? But there's other artists that chased us and what we've done and used the pictures for Chris's work and claimed it, okay? Now, I ain't one for gossiping, but I ain't gonna go there today, okay? And he never did that.
Yeah.
If any foundation I've ever respected was the Ludacris Foundation. Yeah. Because when I tell you that there was so much that we did inside of here, and what he gave me to go out there to get the stuff for the communities, it was unreal. We was on the news one day, food bags was busting, the kids had so many clothes. When we gave kids Christmas, they didn't come pick up 1, 2 toys. They had coats and pajamas and food, and they had everything. Yeah. We gave them everything. Yeah. They had sneakers, everything. He made sure everything was there. And they really, really got, like, they had fun. We had food, face paints, like everything. Yeah. Well, that's who I was with. And then because after that, he had the Ludacris Foundation. Yeah. And that's when his mom came in after, when he really came in there. Of course, afterwards they have to make it official. Yeah. They had to be real now. So, his mom came in and everything happened, but I was still there. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I left from him to go to Gucci, and that's when my world became different.
So how did you go? That's a big difference.
That's a major.
That's about. How did that happen?
I swore that I was not going to come back into the, because I don't want to start bringing up all that old stuff either. But I watched what Kelly went through. I watched tons of people that I was there, and I watched what they went through in this. I didn't want nothing to do with it, and I fought. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Against people because of things that was like. That went on. Yeah, for sure. Even Hammer, like all of the stuff it was so much stuff that was happening,
But what made Gucci feel like you?
I was never supposed to be nothing to him.
That's all about it. How did it happen?
What happened is I was supposed to take him because, I did charity. I did so much charity work. It was pathetic. Like, I love charity. Yeah. I love putting on events. Me too. I love...
Giving to people.
I love giving back.
It's doing God's work. I love it.
I love giving back to the people. That's everything for me. Yeah. Okay? And you get a lot of blessings out of that, too. That's why I'm still sitting here.
Yeah, for sure.
For all the seeds. For all the seeds that were sown, the growth start coming up when it needs to. It pops up now. So...
Can you tell me the biggest lesson you learned through all that when you're saying you've seen what everybody has gone through? What did you learn from that?
What do you mean with everybody? Because there's a lot of things that I.
Well, that's in your life. Like, what's a lesson that from what you've seen? Like, what did you take from it?
Like, the biggest thing that I take from it is the blame part of it. Meaning that
people don't have
it's so real when you do this, because 3 come back at you, and what's the role that you play in it?
Okay.
And here's something that somebody said to me, Steve. I give him so much credit for this that he said to me, "Are you more powerful than the sun or the moon?" Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about that? You're more powerful than the sun or the moon? It's really good because you know why? Why? It goes down every day too.
Oh, okay.
That's real. Touche.
Right.
Touche. Wink the eye. I love that.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I love that.
And that's when I look at some of these people,
meaning the sun and the moon still need to rest. It still need.
Not just that. It has its downtime. Right. So even if we fall, it's not a falling that you did something. You know how when you was little and you fell, said, get up and wipe it off and start moving again. Yeah. That's, I come from a rough family, so it was like that for me.
Me too.
Baby, are you good? No, get your ass up and wipe that off and let's go. Yep. You good. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? How I grew up. So you have to understand that even with the sun and the moon, that it goes down, whether it's going down for rest or whether it fell down during that time and somebody else rose up, which was the sun. And now the sun got to go down for that moon to come up.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't you ever think that you can't come down. Don't ever think that you stay up there forever.
I love that. That's really
Everything that goes up must come down.
Period.
And that's people's problem. That's our problem.
good. Yeah.
That's why we're not our own individual people. We are not our own. I come from a different type of schooling. Like sometimes for me, Ray, this is some real stuff. Sometimes I wish I had some of the feminine sides of things. You understand?
Sure.
I'm also the oldest one out of my siblings. I've also been responsible for tons of stuff.
Yeah.
I had a mother that only wanted to be a wife and a mother. I didn't have a mother that came out of Harvard or pushed that on us or did stuff like that. But she pushed survival. She taught us survival. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure. That's a New York thing.
I've been out there since I was 9. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's the best thing. I'm not bragging. I'm not boasting about it. But I've learned to accept that today.
It's real.
Yesterday, I was embarrassed. I didn't want people to know a lot. When I moved here to Georgia, I brought nothing up in me until I literally got with Gucci. Now y'all started meeting who I am.
But I was about to say, so you was telling us, how did you go from working at Defects to now you're in the entertainment business?
Well, Defects, when in 2000...
Because that's when you left Defects to go
I
to
left
Gucci, right?
Defects in 2000. No, I did not. I left it in 2000. I wasn't working. And when my first son was killed.
So your first son, when he was...
My first son died in April of 2000.
Okay.
And one day I just went in and I didn't realize that I wrote my resignation. I thought I was writing a report. I wrote my resignation. And I gave it to my boss.
Got you. So when you started managing Gucci, you wasn't working.
I was a free agent.
Got you.
I had just got the pizza, my partner, the Rocky's Brick Oven on 26th Street had just passed away. I now just started figuring out what am I going to do, what I want to do next or however. And
was Waka friends with Gucci at this time? Like, how did you know? Oh, you didn't even know
I'm
Gucci.
Tell you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you how that happened. And not these stories that these people be telling. Like, everybody know everything, but they was there and wasn't even there. They ain't even messed with the man.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. After with Chris, I never forget I was talking to Kim. And, I was so undecided because, when I tell you I love Chris so much. Like, being a part of that foundation at that time gave me big rewards because of me losing my son and, everything. The pain that I had inside of me, watching the smiles of these other children and the things that was going on really kind of did a lot for me. And I can't mention the person's name, but had talked to me and, begged me to help Gucci out. Gotcha. Like, he needs some community service, okay? And if you could give him the community service, he could help. And I said, okay, I'll help you with it. So he called me. He was so persistent every morning. This nigga used to call me at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Gucci.
Yeah, let's go to breakfast. What the hell? And then it was like, what kind of artist is this that he's up like that and doing this? But every day he would call me. So I just went and met with him. And, we talked about a lot of stuff and he shared a lot of things with me. And I said, I'll help him. And I told her, I'll help him.
Yeah.
Then we started talking, but then it was so much here in Georgia. And I said, I don't know this down here that good. I said, I got to take you home. And he said, what? I said, I got to take you back to New York. I can't do you down here like that. He had too many enemies. It was too many people coming at him. It was a lot happening. Ain't like how it is now. People forget about
where he was.
Where he was.
That's how he became the legend, because he really put up with it all. Like, he went through everything that was supposed to hurt him. He fought through and got to the other side.
Let me say something to you. Gucci was built bigger while he was locked up than when he was out here.
He was built bigger?
Yeah, he stayed in his way too much. It's so much stuff. Like, this is not a platform that I want to talk about all that stuff on. And then there's some things that I would never talk about.
For sure.
It didn't happen like people think that it happened. With me, the part that kind of hurt me is that he wrote a book, and in that book had the nerve to say, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. And Coach K did it. He built them. Damn, that's deep. Like, I didn't know. I had guns put to my head for you. And this is how you treat me? This is what you do to me?
Yeah.
And then a book that you lied on me? Like, that kind of stuff hurt me.
Yeah, for sure. And I was going to ask you that because
it hurts.
And being in our position, if the world watching, the reason why I'm excited to talk to Deb is because being in our position, no matter what happens, we always have to be the bigger man.
You have to be the bigger person.
It's the hardest. It's like you have to be a saint. They could be the devil. And you can't fight them with the devilish ways. You got to fight them. But then it's like they're playing devilish games, dog. It's the hardest part because the minute that you do that, you're frowned upon. Or the artist could go out there and talk about all the shit you did wrong to them. But the minute you talk, they did wrong. Oh, you pillow talking. You're not supposed to do it. It's weird how they...
You can't... It's kind of crazy how they do this stuff because it's so... You create the narrative for them. And then they get selective memory. But it ain't selective memory because people ain't stupid.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Even like, now I'll say stuff about me. I'll talk about me. I don't really give a damn. I'll talk about me. But here's where I started being at, right? A lie becomes the truth if you don't say nothing about it and if you don't defend it. Okay?
Too many people tell it.
But see, for me, because of where I come from, I can't talk. It makes it difficult for me to speak. I don't retaliate against everything people say. I don't even pay shit any mind on what half of the stuff people say. I don't even care what the people on the internet say. You don't know me. So who are you that I'm going to sit up here and worry about, you just said this, and that? I get on, wait, listen, this is so funny. So this is after this podcast, okay, that somebody went on saying I stole millions of dollars from them, right? So.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
That's OJ.
Okay.
So, ain't never had millions of dollars. You might have millions of dollars on that other side of the world, but not on this side, not on the music side. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't the person that was beefing with you. Why didn't you not talk to Gucci? Why did you talk to me? Because you know what time it is. I'm not going to... I can't retaliate against stuff like that. One, I'm too old to go to jail now. That's the first thing. I can't do that. I can't do that. And some things is just better left alone. So when you need that light, I'm happy to be that person for you. But ain't nothing I wouldn't have did for him because out of any artist I ever had, he's the one I neglected. And I'm keeping it 100 with you. He never gave me no problems.
So, and that's another thing. The problematic artists usually get the most attention.
You give all the attention to the artists that's the problem. The ones that are non-problematic, you don't go through that stuff with them. And that's how I was at that time with OJ because Juice, whatever I told Juice to do, he did it. You understand what I'm saying? He was so good. Like New York did him right. They thought he was a Puerto Rican. They didn't even know. New York did not know that Juice came from the South. And even when he was going to get his deal, his own man was knocking him from getting the deal. But then I watch these people, I watch all of these people on TV. My man, what's up? Or they so tight with each other, knowing how y'all really are. But it's easy for you to come to me to say something because you think I'm a woman, when I'm more dangerous than they are.
I love you.
And that part right there.
I love you.
That part right there.
But can I tell you something, Deb?
I'm back to her again.
I'm going to tell you something.
Not that way, but I'm back.
But I'm going to give you something. I'm going to just give you, like, not that you need it. Not that you need it. But a lot of the times what I learned is that people talk bad about the business because they just don't understand it.
You don't understand.
They don't know what happened. So when you don't know what happened, instead of just coming out saying, I ain't gonna lie, man, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know how to do it. It's not this. You gotta say somebody messed it up, and usually it's the easiest person is your manager. But
you know what? Let me explain something to you, and I'm gonna keep it 100 because I'm gonna get into that too.
For sure.
I'm gonna get into that part right too because I do take some ownership on some stuff, and that's real.
For sure.
Okay. When you're the manager and you put people in place and they do something, it's just like you doing it.
Exactly.
So in that light, I'll take my ownership. Because I am wrong. Because me, I'm always thinking I'm Captain Save-A-Ho. And I want to bring them in. And I want to do some shit for them. When then afterwards, they want to be me.
You know what it is?
And it ain't easy being me. Once you get into these shoes and you see everything it is that you got to go through, It ain't easy.
Yeah.
One thing I know is that I got a bad habit of making things look easy.
Yes.
Right.
And it is easy for me because of the stuff that I've been doing.
But also protecting them. Like
I am protecting
That's what I'm
you.
saying. Like I've seen you say, I think you might have said this to me in person, but when you said when Nicki came to me, I just saw a daughter. And I was like, I want to help you. And if you could sing, I'm gonna let you sing. And no one's gonna tell you. That's the most powerful shit you can do as a manager is free somebody. And say, you're free now. If anybody got a problem with what you're doing, tell them they got to talk to me. And they don't want to talk to me.
I remember taking her to Jan Smith. Jan Smith was top of the line here.
Yep.
You know,
Jan Smith.
if you went to Jan Smith, you was there. You up. You go to Jan Smith.
You on your way, yep.
And I told her, you going to Jan.
Yep.
And when I got there, I said, I need Jan training her. And Nicki wanted to sing because she loved to sing.
Yeah.
And I said, you going to sing. She was going to do anything she wanted to do. Nobody was going to tell her she couldn't do it. No one could tell her. She's going to do what she wanted to do. I wish somebody would tell her she can't do it.
Yeah.
So can I ask you about that? What has Nicki done back then that you see her still doing now that artists can apply to themselves? Like, is there something that you're like, man, I wish... Working?
Her workability.
That's the key.
She still work. Listen to me. Here's something that every artist I've ever been with, but this is in her, period. You stay as hungry as the first day. The day you become comfortable, your career is over.
Period.
And that's in anybody's line of work.
Period.
I don't care what line of work you do. The day you become comfortable, your career is over.
Period.
So don't you ever get comfortable. You always want to learn. And no matter what they say about her, she worked her ass off. She worked her ass off.
Can you give me like 3 things that...
I don't want to tell her business.
Well, no, not her. not her in particular, because you work with plenty of artists. Like, what's 3 things that artists can watch?
Females is hard for me. So once her, and keeping it 100 with you,
Okay.
it's very, very hard for me because there's certain things that I look for in a woman.
Which are?
Okay.
I
That's what I was going to say.
One, I don't like a whorish woman.
Period.
Like, right then and there, see...
I saw that on Deb's house.
When you cheat, you a problem. Because, see, that means you're going to sell me. You ain't got no problem giving me up. It's certain things that I look for in a woman. I need to know your values. I need to know what type of values you have as a woman. See, for me, a woman has to do more than throw her legs up in the air. Could you make that bed up? Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to do any of these kind of things?
I love her.
Yeah.
Just
There
talk.
is more.
Just talk.
Yep.
There
Legs
is
closed,
more
pocketbooks
to a
open,
woman
right?
than just that. That's why I'm upset now. They gave us the game. And I'm going to tell you, and when people could take this and get upset with this, I bust my ass with Nicki so that women could do what they're doing today, but not the way that they're doing it. Because they wasn't letting us in. We cost too much. And Ray, you know I ain't lying.
Keep going. I want to walk away. Keep going.
I bust my ass for that.
Yeah.
For these doors to be open. All that bullshit that's said and all the stuff that's going and everybody that's doing all them claims, I bust my ass. Period.
Gotcha.
But not for these women to be out here doing the shit that they doing now with these damn... Oh!
Hip-hop is not...
urinary tract infections every day. Ain't that much shooting and pissing in the world.
Right.
That every woman is wet. Every woman is this. Where's the mystery to you?
Right.
Everything about you is seen. Every woman's feeling like they filled with something you like plastic. That's not even you. Because when you get to be where I'm at, I'ma hate to see your body. And see how it starts sagging and jet lagging and falling and see how all of that goes. It's not real. There's no bars. I don't hear bars. I don't hear music. The music industry is falling. We're falling because we have no bars.
No
they
talent.
gave it to people. The talent is not there. So right now we got strip clubs on our TV sets. You listening to it in video and audio.
So do you feel like they need to be pulling from their life versus...
Can I-
It's hip hop.
I'm about to jump in. Can I just jump in real quick? Because
Yeah.
this is when I can help. in our world, right, you got to understand something. When you're an up-and-coming artist, as talented as you might be, you still don't know if it's going to work.
Right.
So you find somebody, and then the person you find either is going to give you your wings or they're going to clip your wings, right? So when you find somebody that's like, this is what you're going to do, and here's the thing that I want you to... Deb had to do it. A man couldn't do that. That's why women are needed, but you got to be that.
Yeah.
You can't come in like I'm a girl and nah.
Yeah.
You got to come in like...
I take them hits.
And by the way, I said this on the show. I said, it went viral like 3 weeks ago. I said, I think the only female MC is Nicki. Doja maybe, because she could really rap. The rest are just female entertainers. They're not rappers, bars. Like
That's not an entertainer.
That's what I'm saying.
See, it's a difference.
Yeah.
When you start yelling about a female as an entertainer, did you go to any of Nicki's, did you go to the concert?
No, I didn't.
Let me explain something to you. When I tell you, I cried like a big, she made me come from the side. I couldn't stop crying. When I seen, it wasn't a show, I thought I was at something theatrical.
I love it.
For you to miss, anybody to have missed her show, you really missed something. The changing of her clothing, the everything. Nicki is so talented, it's pathetic.
Yeah.
Okay? When I seen something else, all I'm seeing is ass shaking. Twerking. Okay? That's not a show. Who is your team? See, I'm not being with nobody that you got to dictate shit to me because you got a little name. You don't need me. You don't need me if I have to sit there and do nothing. I hate how this is, and they fill these girls' heads up with all of this stuff because I'm saying it. There are no two women alike in this game. They might have behaviors alike. They all might have splits.
And the problem is that you don't have somebody like her in these offices challenging them.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's all about money and dollars, and I mean, somebody just asked Ice. I saw Ice
I'm
Spice.
going to still show you how to get money.
Ice Spice, they literally said she was on Casanat's show and she was like freestyle. She got up and turned around and twerked.
Oh God.
No, it's because
It's sick.
no one is saying
They
you
too
are a
scared
rapper,
to
no
go
matter
in
what.
and say something. Let me tell you something. And shout out to We in All Black. I got to give them their love because they gave me that shot and believed in me and what I was doing. And the reason why we did such a short version of my show, Deb's House, is because everybody kept saying they're not going to watch this. Nobody's going to want to be bothered with this. But I needed people to understand what I was doing, and I still don't really know if people understood what I was doing. One is, if anybody that really know me, I'm never gonna put two women up against each other. I don't care if I don't like you. I'm not allowing hurt to come to you. You understand what I'm saying?
I love her. I just love you.
They went against themselves.
Yeah.
They argued, they did whatever, but I created a woman's hood right there within the women.
Yeah.
Because they all got along.
Yep.
Okay? When they said to me, what you put that fat girl on there for?
Wow.
See, where I come from, I was told that we looking for talent. I ain't know we was looking for the size of an individual.
Yeah.
She raps and she sings.
Yeah.
But she also has a thyroid problem. Do you think by choice she wants to be like that?
Right.
But guess who knocks them down the most? We do.
Yeah.
We do. We become the enemies to all of this stuff. We allow people to take control of us, of everything it is that we do.
Yeah.
We sell what we have. As soon as they bring the number in, we sell it. And we take it from the culture. So now the culture has nothing. And everybody starts wanting to go through this. So here's the same thing. Everybody was yelling at me a couple of years ago about, what's that man's name again? Trump. She a Trump supporter. I never said I was a Trump supporter. I said if I had to vote, I'd vote for him because he's the lesser evil, and I know him better than the other ones. Now, you want somebody prejudiced? I'm glad he's prejudiced and he's for his people. Why don't you try to be for yours?
Exactly.
And then we would be better off. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody's sitting up here going through this shit, listening to both of these two bickering over bullshit, knocking each other down on what they're doing. We got a problem with mental health. And mental health is in our community strong. Because, see, they're covered. okay? But mental health is in our community big.
Yes.
But is anybody saying anything to them about that? Instead, y'all gonna pick something about abortions, but you're gonna let babies come in the world that's still being abused. You're not helping these people in none of these departments of family and children's services. You're sending these kids back out to places that is even worse. Yep. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These homes are disgusting now. People are going to jail with mental health issues. They are killing people. They are not training the police. They are not doing. Why aren't people thinking of things to say to them of what we really going through? But instead, y'all want to sit here and go through this when you can't tell me what to do with my body, because whether I do it here or the next city, it's going to be done if that's what I want done.
If I want to do it, I'm going to do it.
Let's let that be the reason.
That's real as fuck. Yeah.
Okay? You ain't telling me what to do with my body.
No.
Now, there's so many other things that I could sit here and think about that y'all could go through because we need mental health bad.
Yeah.
And then let's let this be known. There are more males raped than females. A male just can't talk about it.
I didn't know that.
A male will not talk about what he's been through because he's a male child, and they'd want to associate him with something else if that's not where he's at.
Yeah.
But that's not an excuse why they turn the way that they turn. It is how it is.
Yeah.
Y'all thinking about the wrong things. People need to be on these people about mental health. I ain't hear one of them say nothing about no mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay? Everybody talks a very good game in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody's clicking on to this. Everybody's clicking on to that. Y'all better know who you picking and what you picking. I say don't vote, period.
Yeah.
Period. Don't vote, period. Because we ain't got either one. Anytime he can stand there and he's disrespectful, back and forth, you can't be my president worrying about some stupid-ass bullshit about a woman and let a woman intimidate you and to go through stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's falling in line with the stuff also. And now you telling every guy out here, go to jail, I'll get your surgery for you. Think about the message that you're pouring out here. Y'all got to think about the power in your tongues and what you have and what's going on. I want to hear something about mental health.
Yeah.
Because we got a big issue with that. We have no more mental health hospitals. Okay? That's big within our community. Yeah. It's big in this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sick shit going on.
People need people to talk to. Like,
right. Yeah. People selling their souls. You can't talk to nobody no more because I'm scared to share something with you because tomorrow I'm going to wake up and it's going to be on the internet. There's no privacy. Yeah. There needs to be, let's talk about some boundaries. Yeah. Let's talk about some boundaries on that internet and how y'all destroy people's lives on that internet. That's lies that you tell on people. Yeah. Let me tell you something, Ray. I would have killed myself a long damn time ago if I ain't had no strength. The lies that they put on me, the shit that they said about me,
I'm about to ask, like, how
it's unreal.
And to me, like, Waka did the show, and Waka, I love him. Man, you raised a good son, because he said, I ain't gonna lie, Ray, I don't care, like, I love all of them.
Right.
That's my motherfucking mama. It's not business with me. That's my mama. You go against her, you know you against. Matter of fact, don't even see me because you know where I'm at with it.
Right.
And to me, that's the part that I like, is that they don't allow us to be humans. And I love that your son.
Ray, can I share this with you?
Please.
Let me tell you something. This is gonna hurt me. This is the first time I'm even gonna be talking about this in somebody's show. When they did this stuff, you know, I started thinking, damn, did I do something wrong to him? Or, you know, like I was stealing from my son or whatever, you know, even though it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm never gonna take for nothing. My boys, I don't give a damn what it is. I'm gonna get it from them.
Yeah.
However. Period.
Queens get the money no matter what.
I'm good.
Go and get the money.
Okay, but I ain't that kind of mama that have to go there. But when I felt for that second, my son held me. Waka ain't gonna see me down.
Yeah.
Ain't none of my boys gonna see me down. This ain't just about Waka. I have other sons.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But when they did this, it was a family member and somebody that worked for me, and they all went against and told Waka all of this stuff. Well, see, if I'm beefing with a family member or something like that, you're gonna respect them, and I don't tell my children these things. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're still gonna give that respect. And I almost took my child's life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I came back up in me.
Yeah.
Something that when I moved here to Georgia, I buried that heifer. She's buried.
Yeah.
And I had to dig her back up for a second and snap. If my oldest son didn't grab me, my son wouldn't be here today.
Wow.
And it was this industry, the gossip, the rumors. How dare you say I stole from my son?
Yeah.
How dare you say that? That's my child.
I raised him with
now y'all playing games.
I agree.
But the reason why he don't touch it as much is because he realized that. Because he was so going into this shit of how it was that, y'all had shit all effed up.
Yeah.
I'm not the only person. There's other mothers that has gone through this shit that they try to get them into all this stuff. They'll give you all this. You'll become this person. You get that. But see, that nigga been hood rich all his life. His mama was hood rich. His daddy was hood rich.
Exactly.
So he's had. It ain't like he's never been around all of this stuff.
Yeah, he said he saw things as a kid that nothing impressed him. He was like, I was
Not
around.
impressive.
Yeah.
Do you know Christmas I didn't do? They got everything. But Christmas is every day for my children. We're not going to take one day of the year and say, no little fat Iceman went and got all that stuff that I just might have threw a brick at the penitentiary for to get all this stuff. We ain't doing that.
Not happening in my house. I am Santa Claus.
I am Santa Claus.
Y'all need to know that. Y'all not gonna be worried about his list. Fuck his naughty other way. My list the only list that matter in this motherfucker. So let's get it. Let's
do that.
Yeah, I think.
And let's just let that be the reason.
I love
but
that.
we're not doing that. And I'm not going through that where come January 1st, I got to call people because I need rent money. And my light bill can't get paid. And my gas bill, because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Right.
I taught them that, even on my show, they couldn't wear designer clothes. Don't come here with no Gucci, Prada, Fendi. Probably a knockoff anyway, but don't come in here with none of it.
Why not?
Yes.
I didn't allow that.
Okay.
Because there's no pressure. It's no pressure.
Right.
See, that's not impressive to me.
It's not creative.
No. And if I go to Walmart, I'm going to Walmart. I got this from goddamn Old Navy. I like this shit too.
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying?
You sauced up.
I got it from Old Navy. What the hell? Hello. Shout out to Old Navy.
No, but you but hold on, it was something that I want you to finish if you don't mind. You saying that it was rules to mess with a female, right? And you said first thing you can't be a whore. Is there anything else that you have rules?
There's a lot of things.
I'm curious
What's
about
the
that.
top three?
There's just things that I need to know. I told you I need to know.
Because if a man, I'm gonna say why I ask you that. If I say to a female artist, you're my artist now, but I need to know who you fucking. That's not your business.
I didn't want to know who they fucking.
Oh, you want to know?
That ain't my business.
Okay, so what you ask?
Because you can't get in mine. Let's be clear on that. Okay? It ain't over with. I just thought you'd know. But anyway.
Or what's the three things that's
It's like
you
when
got
they
it.
not, like, listen, I'm not going to sit in this room right now, right? There's 10 men in here, and I've been with 9.5 of them. Notice I put that half in there. Okay? I don't want that. I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't want to know that you are community property. And that you are one of those women, because women think that this is what they have to do in order to do these things. I have never gone out with a man in this industry. I will not go out with a man in this industry. Will not.
I feel you.
I will not eat and shit in the same place. I'm sorry. You will not know nothing about me and start spreading these rumors on me. Start telling my damn business.
I want to ask you this. As I grow, the frustrating part for me is I start realizing it's all bullshit, which then makes it very hard for me to go back in. So people like,
No, it
man,
don't.
work with me.
No, it
Work with me.
don't. No, it don't.
Okay.
It doesn't make it hard for you to, because now you see the shit.
Yes.
So it don't make it hard for you to go into, because you see it.
Yeah, but
you know bullshit when it hit the door.
But hear me out. Okay, you're right. You're 100% right. But now you're in my house. You're my artist. You're in my house. Hey, look. Next door neighbors, they're gonna try to get in your head. They're gonna tell you shit you wanna hear. You know the game is dirty. And my thing is like, I'm just tired of people falling for the dumb shit. Like for me, it's like.
See, you know what I used to do, Ray?
Okay.
I did handshakes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Today I'm gonna lock your ass in. So if you want to go listen to the whispers, because see, all of them listen to whispers. Yep. You want to go listen to the whispers this time? I don't care because I'm going to still eat, and I'm going to eat.
Period.
And don't think that you're going to be able to run around because, see, I'm in city to city.
Yep, period.
So don't think you're going to run around and I ain't going to get mine.
No.
We're in a whole nother game. I'm not even playing games with you no more.
Yeah.
Don't even entertain the thought that you want to be with me. Okay? And we're going to play them games. Because I'm not playing them games. I know if I put me into you, I know what time it will be.
It's game change. That's it.
I know that.
So I got to decide.
It ain't me, it's you.
Yeah.
So you got to ask yourself, what do you really want to do in this? And they have to understand it takes time to do what you have to do. Yeah. Don't think because you came in and you signed with me that tomorrow you're gonna be on top of the hill. I don't do facetious shit. Like when you come out, you coming out. I play. We like Kizzy. We gonna stay put. That's what you know. I name her Kizzy because her stay put. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is. You ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
I am going to train the hell out of you. Even people that work with me. But just note that it all comes from a good place. Yeah. I want everything and anything to be there for you. I don't want you to be comfortable. See, another thing that they don't understand, when you come in with the bullshit that you come in with, you don't stay there. And if you stay in there, you're stagnated and you're not growing.
Yeah.
It's people in this game now. I wish I could just have a camp with all them girls.
Why you don't do it? That sounds like a amazing TV show.
Like I want a camp.
Deb's Club.
With all them girls. A real camp.
Yeah.
This one here, these girls are not what these girls are. And you got talented girls that's in this game right now. I think that every artist should be in a 2-parent home.
Me too.
That if you didn't have 2 parents coming up, you need 2 parents in this game. Because one, you need the male and you need the female, but both people can't be hard.
Yep.
There has to be an equal balance to both of them.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they have to be able to talk to someone. Like, there are things with me, no matter what they did to me, you're not going to get me to do that against you like that. I'm not going out there and put your business out there, and I could do some telltale books.
For sure.
But I would never do no shit like that. Jesus.
Is that why you want to empower women? Like, do you feel like women are like
that's
lost?
Very big for me. I did my first book. I have my first little book, little $4.99 book, Love Thyself. And the next one is Getting Out Your Way. And how we stay in our own ways. Yeah. And that's what I pretty much did with those girls. Get out your way. Because some of y'all have to understand that it's you. Has nothing to do with the next man and who they are. And then here's another thing with women. Women will give up everything they have for a man, but a man is not going to give up everything for you. You think that man's not going to go to the studio?
He going to get his money.
Okay. And
well,
then
these days,
y'all got to understand, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but this needs to come back into play. Whatever goes on in my household needs to stay in my household.
You sound like my mom.
Okay.
That's some New York mom shit.
And that's some real shit.
Don't be out there telling my motherfucking business. Nobody, I will fuck you up in the street.
And you know another thing, too, that I'm so tired of looking on the internet about these women yelling about another woman that slept with your man, right? Keep that bitch out your bed. Don't expect to put that bitch in your bed and think that man ain't gonna start running around because you don't know how that hit was, for real.
You don't.
That hit was good enough that he wants your ass to be gone because he going back there.
You do not know how good it was.
Again. You understand what I'm saying? Keep him out your bed.
Only I know how good it was.
My point exactly.
You can't dictate. Once I know how good it is, I'm sorry.
But what do you expect?
right?
You know, somebody said that to me. So guess what I said?
Okay.
If you let me bring him in, I'll let you bring her in.
See, you one of those
like
alpha females.
Fair exchange ain't no robbery, right?
Alpha. Well, technically, it's not that because, you know, we always have the 50-50 argument on bills, shit, and everything, too. See, I know it's different for you. See, this is what I want the ladies to know. Do not talk your Deb shit unless you have your Deb hustle. Because Deb is going to get up Monday through motherfucking Sunday and do what she got to do to feed herself.
Doggone right.
That's why she can talk that shit.
I ain't comfortable. I ain't waiting for nobody to give me nothing. I can bring to the table just like you.
Yeah.
I don't have no, and I don't think that that's tricking.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't have, Now wait a minute. There's some drawers to that because some people might not understand. It might go over some people's head. So be careful.
Help us understand. No, I like the smirk on your face.
Just be careful with that because I had to stop that shit for a minute because I say something, they start wanting to call me a trick or something because they sugar mama or whatever.
Oh, you take care of your niggas?
Shit.
So do you have an issue with men being that you're an alpha woman? Like, you know how they
it's only two types of men you can be with. You can either be with a beta who follows you,
right,
or alpha who tells you gonna shut your ass up and follow me today.
But guess what? Let me explain something to you. I can't really go through a whole lot of stuff, but there's somebody in my life that checks very well.
Got
and
you.
I love that. I'm not intimidating, and I love that.
Got you.
I don't like a man that tries to change me. Let me be who I am. You want this person.
Yeah.
See, this is what you need to understand. If you went out there tomorrow and got hit by the MARTA bus, I'm not running to the highest bidder. I'm going to take care of us. You good. I got you.
See, lady, before you start saying
there's a difference.
There's a big difference.
There's a big difference in that. You got to think about who you get. If I'm sitting home every day waiting for you to come home, do my lashes, do my nails, do my feet, do my hair, buy me a loaf of bread, nigga, you better run.
Period.
See, I tell my boys, there's two kind of women that come to my house.
Okay.
One that sees the front door and one that never see it. So you better know when you bringing her through what time it is.
I'm going to start asking her now. Are you the type to see the front door or are you the type that never want to see it again?
They don't bring people home to meet me.
Really?
No.
It's hard.
Negro, don't play.
You need a TV show. You have to be on TV.
You gotta tell us a moment why they don't do that no more.
You have to be on TV.
What happened that they're like, I'm not bringing nobody?
I'm saying more. I'm talking about fuck this show. I want to see you every day. It's like, what's the Dead reality show?
I do not play that game at all. Like, you not bringing that hooker, and she better not come in my house with a skirt up her ass and her whole naked, rusty cheek is hanging out. Because they have a habit of doing that and don't put no lotion on it.
Right.
And that one cheek be hanging out rusty.
Have you said something to anybody's girlfriend that you're just like, man?
We ain't going there.
Hold on, you know something? I'm gonna tell you, it was a group that you put together with Tiffany and Brooke. And they had that song, where the dollars. And I remember I was like, they look like 3 drug dealer girlfriends. And then me and Brooke became friends, and I was like, y'all look like 3 drug dealer girlfriends. She's like, we were.
But they were.
That's why it worked.
Listen to me. You want to know something?
Yeah.
That is one person right there that they betted against. When I tell you I'm so proud of her, I'm so goddamn proud of her when I see her.
Me too.
When I see Brooke, every time I just light up because she was voted out.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep.
And look now.
She stayed in the light.
But guess what? You know what the eldest thing is? When you know who you really are. And you know what you're really going to get.
And they can't stop you.
They can't stop you.
I love that about myself.
See, once you have that hunger and you have that drive, there is nothing and no one that can stop you.
Absolutely
And it's not about the money. When you learn how to have mind over matter instead of matter over mind, you powerful.
Right.
You need to know that. See, it ain't a dollar out there. They offered me $5 million to get away from Nicki.
Wow.
Really?
I needed that $5 million. Shit. But you can't pay me enough. You can't do that to me. I ain't never got to speak to her again in life, but that's my child.
That's what I want to ask
That's my child.
I know that's how you feel. That's the thing I love about you. It's like, I still love you no matter what.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
She can talk about me. She can say whatever she want to say. She can do whatever she want to do. Nobody can stop. Like, people were so shocked to see me. They didn't want me on that tour with her. They were so shocked. And then some people couldn't do it. They got to do it. She telling me about somebody, whatever. You better understand who I am. You get away with murder with me.
Yeah.
I let you speak a certain way. I let you do certain things because it's things that I won't go. I don't give a fuck about a Nicki Minaj and no Barbs and all these other people.
Yeah.
I don't play games, but you are a person that can get away with these kind of things with me.
Because you love her.
I love her that much.
I love that.
But they better not get it fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it 100.
It's like I love you, but don't.
It's things that I can't do with her. It's like I can't even say or knock her down the way I'd want to knock her down or say what I want to say to her because she's so fragile to me.
Yeah.
It's like she's very, very fragile.
And as big as she is.
Your
word matters to her. Right. Your word was there when she was small. They never forget that
See,
voice.
That part right there.
Yeah.
And I have to be careful what I say to her. Not that she have to be careful what she say, but I have to be careful what I say to her.
Yep.
And I know that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a couple of women that's in this game right now that I'd love to snatch right up under my wing because I feel like they don't have fucking teams. And they would be so goddamn big.
You and Lotto out of here. Not to throw it out there. She from my side of town. I can say that. I think Lotto had a you should be out of here.
I think that...
Y'all both from Riverdale.
Let me tell you this. Listen to me. Lotto, it pissed me off with these older rappers that didn't take that little girl up under their wing. When I tell you that she could have went... I just knew she was it for Atlanta. Like she was going to take this shit by storm. And she was out of here.
Yeah.
But what makes you see that in an artist?
I know it factors.
Yeah, she got the like.
When I tell you this, listen to me.
You feel it?
Yeah, listen to me.
Yeah.
I know an artist. I know them. Yeah. That's the one thing they say they want to say. I know an artist. Okay? She needs records. She needs guidance.
Yeah.
There's things that she needs.
Yeah.
And she needs to know that she's not larger than the sun and the moon. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She has to know that.
And by the way, that is a part of winning, is understanding that I can lose today.
I can lose.
Yeah.
That's what makes the winners great.
If you don't know that, see, that's the illest shit about Nicki. She ain't no damn dummy.
Yeah.
That girl stay on her shit. Morning, noon, and night. She ain't even sleeping. Because she's up and she's on it.
Yeah.
She's on there with her fans. She's there. She gets this. She's not comfortable. She's always building.
Yep.
Not just about no music. Her whole life is not no music. She got a husband. She got a child. She has other businesses.
Right.
Yeah.
That she's a businesswoman first. She's beyond an artist now. She's a businesswoman.
Yeah. And do you think because she knows how to take losses, that's why like she's where she's at versus it? Because people will take a loss and not know how to handle it or not put out a song
maybe it's
anymore.
not a loss. Maybe it's a step back because what I
Maybe
think,
she came from Southside Jamaica, Queens, and you know these things. These are things that I'm not saying that because I'm from Queens, but you kind of
that's why I said that's why I brought Lotto name up, not to single her out, but I'm like she's from the South Side. Like I feel like I know her. Like when you grew, she went to Riverdale. She from the South Side, so you just kind of see it. But then another thing is that you have these artists, especially female artists. You can tell when they're empowered. Like you can tell.
But people are literally blowing smoke up their ass. Let's keep it real.
No, that's where I was about to go because I was about to say you can tell. Nicki ran into a Deb. You can see it. It's almost like when you said, I saw James Brown and them girl with the mini skirts of the dog. When Nicki saw you, she saw herself like, okay, that's how I could be.
Yeah.
And that's the freedom that comes with it.
But see, the only difference with me, I was in feelings. And one of the things is that she really knew Gucci was going to destroy us.
What you mean?
She wasn't gonna be a part of that. Nigga stayed in jail, stayed in beef, stayed in stuff.
He wasn't.
She wasn't gonna be in a winning thing.
Yeah.
And I remember going to sit with Baby, and I gave him that damn tape.
Yeah.
I gave him that CD.
That's crazy.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
And it was like, you're gonna be a fool if you don't sign this girl. So that whole thing got, bundled up because the first time when Wayne bought it, he bought it to Fendi.
Yeah.
And I thought, you ain't signing this deal. Not that one. She would have never been who she is now. She might have been big if she might have been big or whatever, but she wouldn't have the power that she have now.
And that's what I mean by the
You
ability
understand what
to
I'm
take
saying?
off.
Yeah.
I wanted her to come in and not be under the direction of a male. Let's talk about it.
Please.
Let's be real.
Let's go.
Okay?
Yes.
When a male drops a woman, she goes down.
Yeah.
Now, look at it. It tells on itself.
Yeah.
It tells on itself. I don't have to even name people.
Yeah.
You think about artists. You understand? And it all tells on itself. We have always been brought out through men. And the mere fact that Nicki stands on her own, she was out already. He was getting paid before she already went over there to Wayne.
Got you.
She became an asset.
Yep.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And this is not throwing shade or being effed up on anybody, but it's just real. Because nobody tells the truth about not one story. They don't really tell people so that you can really learn these lessons and really understand how these things are. And then people only want to listen to what you stole or you did wrong.
The negative.
Because everybody's so negative that that's all they want to hear is the negative. At least, we think that's negative.
Yep.
That's the story, okay? Here's the story that OJ told on me. Now, you tell me, Ray, you've known me now.
Sure.
Just tell me if this sounds like me.
Okay.
Okay? He was laying in his hospital bed, okay? And I came up there, and I said, if you want to get out of this contract with me, you got to sign this over to me. I forgot how many years, something he said. I don't even remember the damn full story. I was laughing so hard that I went up there, and this is what I did. Yeah. Well, I'm the only one, and my son, and I don't know if they want me to say their names or whatever, but whoever else went up there. But I don't remember Gucci going to the hospital one time. But they told another kind of story. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then I took millions of dollars away from him. I got a phone out there right now that I will show you where I told Juice, you got checks over here at the office. You have to come to get them. You understand? Yeah. And he's like, well, did you get my stuff or is you going out to look for my stuff or whatever? And it was right there. It's there. Why didn't you come pick it up? Why didn't you come get your stuff if I was taking your stuff? And when you want to talk about the money I took for your show money, I told you that I wasn't going to pay for another hotel room if you smoked in there. All the oxygen tanks in the world was going to stop that smoke and them people from charging my credit cards. I'm not paying another credit card. And I said, yes, I said it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I took it because that was the last time I was going to pay for a hotel room because y'all want to smoke.
Yeah.
But let's talk about times, and this is not to Juice. Let's talk about times. I never had a problem with Juice with women on the road. But let's talk about times that I had to pay people so that I don't have some rape charges going on with my artists. Yeah. Or let's talk about the stuff that you had to pay because they got locked up or they got in trouble or they did something. All the stuff, is that supposed to come from me? Am I supposed to keep paying for everything? No. But guess what? I was Mama Bear. I paid for everything. I spoiled every one of them. Let's talk about all that stuff. And this is what y'all say about me. I don't care if you don't say nothing about me, but don't lie on me. If I did something and I did something to you, then okay.
Have a conversation.
Then have a conversation. If you don't have a conversation with me, just don't talk to me.
Yeah.
But don't lie on me.
Yeah.
And I can't stand that when you tell lies on me. You understand what I'm saying? When they did that thing with Gucci that I took from him, well, you wasn't even with me. Yeah. He was with Coach. You know they got you. I didn't get you. We exchanged with the accountants, with everything. And you said, Auntie, I want to know just how you know.
Yeah.
I want people to respect me like they respect you.
Yeah.
I said, give me your first chip, and I'll build your company. And that's when 1017 came in. I built 1017 for him. And I said, I'll be on your background if you need me. That's his stuff. I had nothing to do with that. So Icy was me. That's on me.
Yeah.
I carried that shit. I didn't do nothing to you. So how did y'all put me in there that I did all this stuff to you? How?
Yeah.
We did this up with the accounts. Everything was done. We was good.
Yeah.
So what?
And you still owe me to this day because you really never gave me all my stuff, and I never made money off of y'all.
Yeah. Wow.
Right.
I never, no. And you had the nerve to take my records. Them records from Juice St. George, OJ the Juice Man was signed to me. Not to him, me. Let's talk about that. But I don't even fight you. I'm not in court with you. I'm not putting stuff, I ain't doing none of that stuff. He signed to me. Tom Moskowitz know that. He a part of all that shit too.
Yeah.
Y'all know what y'all, they know what they did. I know what y'all did to me.
You know what they do. By the way, they
know exactly what they do.
They do it to the black managers, the black executives. they know that there is a familiarity that the artists have with us. Like Gucci called her auntie, right?
He was too close
she's
to me.
family, and they see that. So
they had to get him away from me because they couldn't pay me. They wanted to pay me at first.
Yeah.
They couldn't pay me to flip.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Snake. Yeah.
So because they couldn't pay me, this is stuff that I would have never hurt him. To this day, I would never want nothing to happen to him. Never. No matter how, I never want to talk to him again, but I never want to see nothing happen to him. I want him to make it.
Yeah. So how do you navigate that? Like
Easy.
the relationship?
Easy. I don't have a relationship with him.
I mean, like,
I will never, listen to me.
You will never.
Out of any artist, Juice done got on there and said I stole millions of dollars from him, but I'll still do anything he need me to do for him.
Juice
You understand? But with Gucci, that's a whole nother breed right there. That's something total. It's totally different.
It's broken to you.
It's that one right there. That one hurt me to chopped me up to a non-repairable point.
Got you.
It's
You understand what I'm
It's like a
saying?
divorce almost.
It's more than a divorce.
Yeah.
It's like never again. You see, let me explain something to you. If you don't respect your mama, your daddy, or your children, who the hell did I really think I was?
Right.
Who did I think I was?
Whoa.
I was about to ask you. I was going to ask you if any of your old clients came, would you take anybody back? That was the next question. You kind of took it away, but like,
I would never, out of anybody. When I tell you, I love that man so hard.
It's like he
was not like he was like my son.
Yeah, he was like your first.
He was the fifth element that came in that repaired my household again after the death of my son. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Love was different.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because let me explain something to y'all. I'm telling everybody this right now, and I will set this shit straight so everybody know this shit. And next, they the fuck up off of this. This some real ass shit. I never asked one of them for nothing. They really don't owe me shit. I said they asked me to do something and I did it. Yeah. And I wanted to do it. It came from my heart. If you felt I didn't deserve nothing or you didn't owe me nothing, then I don't deserve nothing, you don't owe me nothing.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
For sure.
I know to sign people and to do shit and do all that kind of stuff. I know that shit. But if this is the way you feel about me, then it's all good. Then I get nothing.
So I'm asking because I'm really curious. What was it that he specifically did compared?
I cannot.
Or was it the role that he played?
It's a lot of roles. It's a lot of roles. It's a lot with him.
Yeah.
That was totally different. I can't forgive him.
Yeah.
We made some vows together. There's some things that we did that I could never, ever, and I could have crossed them a lot of times because there's a lot of stuff that I don't think he remembers.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
He was high or drunk or whatever, partying out, yeah.
No, there's a lot of stuff that he just don't remember.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I just leave that alone. But with him, I could never. He's hurt me. That's an unrepairable part right there. He destroyed the inside of my family. And not just him. Even Juice, I would never really do nothing with him. Juice, when my son died, Juice didn't even come to my son's funeral. He didn't even show no type of respect when KO defended Juice with Gucci. Couldn't stand Gucci because of how he treated Juice. And all the protection that he gave him. He loved him so much. There's some things that's a respect factor. Like, I ain't never got to speak to you again in life. I don't have to like you. But if something really, really happened, I'm showing up. Now, I might make sure you're right and just say, later for your ass, and I'm going.
You breathing? Okay, cool.
I'm out. Then I'm going on. I ain't never got to message you again.
Yeah.
But there's just some things from where I come from is unforgivable.
Yeah.
But, I was told that it's so much feelings. I don't feel. Nicki said to me, she said, I don't feel shit, Deb, with these people. She said, this is her business. But that was me.
Yeah.
She did me what I did to her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's
what she did. And I said to her, I said, was I like this with you? She said, yeah. I was hard because you gonna make it because she was a very, very timid girl. I said, you gonna make it. I was determined she was making it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't playing with her.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of her. Like I told you, when I seen her show, the tears would not stop falling from my eyes. I'm so proud of her. Like, no matter what anybody say or how people say stuff, I'm so proud of her. And that doesn't put me in beefs with a bunch of people. Like, don't get me into all of that. I don't discuss her with people, and you can't discuss her with me. I'm not going to sit there and let you talk about her. Period. Or knock her down. That's on y'all. That's your beef. Yep. That's your problem, but you're not going to hurt her. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's just as simple as that.
Because it's real love. It's like, they're with me no matter what. You hurting them, I don't care if they over there. If you hurt them over there, you still hurt
You hurting me.
So we're not going to
I'm still going to hurt with that.
Yeah.
And, you know, another thing that I didn't understand is like, why could a man deal with an artist, but if I deal with an artist that's not cool with another artist, then I'm wrong?
Who are you wrong for?
Like, okay, let's say Nicki.
Okay.
And Nicki's beefing with Josiah.
Okay.
If I go over there and talk to Josiah, I'm a snake.
And if a man does it.
If a man do it, it's okay.
I can tell you why. Because when you see a woman, you naturally want her to lead with her heart. And when you see a man, you want him to lead with his brain.
Interesting.
No, like real talk.
Very interesting. Okay. But I'm not gonna say that I'm in agreement.
No, I never heard it like that.
I've never heard it like that.
Yeah, because you were different. It's like even with Gucci, like that's a heart thing. That ain't got nothing to do with my head. That's nigga, you was my heart. That hurt. You broke that. Right. That's different. Men, you understand it's business. Women, it ain't always gotta be business.
But even in business too with him.
Yeah.
Wasn't just that. It was stuff he didn't even know how to eat.
What you mean you don't know how to eat? Like,
he didn't even know how to eat in a restaurant. He didn't know how to be around. He didn't even know how to be around white people.
Oh, got you.
Nothing.
That's some Atlanta shit. Like,
got you. The etiquette was
that's Atlanta stuff.
Like, we don't have to deal with white people here. We can make millions of dollars and just deal with black people. So that's some Atlanta shit. Like, they get around white people and they be like, "How you doing, sir?" "Yes, ma'am." But when they around,
they was paranoid.
Yeah.
Because they associate them with the police and stuff. Like, or you taking me or something like that.
Yeah. Like, whoa.
When I first came to Atlanta, it was really weird how people visualized white people.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, it was really weird. Like, dealing with another race was crazy.
No, I get
or
it.
they'll believe them over you.
Well, they believe them over you because they know what's happening in our house. We understand each other as black people. We understand each other. Like everything you say, I get it. Because I know it. Because you know how many motherfuckers I let live in my house, drive my cars, I missed the birth of my daughter because I'm running with an artist. For you to just act like, nigga, that was business. No, it wasn't for me. Because it was I put my life into you. Yeah. It's not business. It's a part. It's me.
I lost so much. Not only did I lose, but I became the most hated person. And that, I think, was the hardest part for me of it all.
Do you think that there was a calculated
yeah, it was calculated.
measure to
yeah, it was calculated.
Blackball you?
They tried to blackball me, but what they didn't understand is I was already in the streets.
So they couldn't.
I was in the streets already.
They just sent you back to your people. My niggas already. They love me.
So when people tried to do stuff, I remember somebody was trying to do something and I got a phone call and I was in the airport. My brother called me. He said, "Where you at?" I said, "What?" He said, "Well, let me tell you where you at. And let me tell you what you have on."
Whoa.
I said, "What's up?" So somebody calls my city and calls the borough.
Yeah.
Not knowing that borough's gonna call the next borough.
Exactly.
And there's bosses. See, we got regulations in New York.
I love it.
You just can't do what you want to do or just come in, not if you somebody. And what they failed to realize, even though I was a female, you thought I was just evolving into a person here, but I was already somebody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh,
she said, I knew
really?
James Brown at 8 years old.
But I never said nothing to this person, and I've always been wanting to tell them, and I'm mad cool with them.
Yeah.
But I know it wasn't directed to me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I just know it was not directed to me. But I inherited other people's beefs.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's just like I got a call because somebody called me about the stuff with Puffy, and it's like, oh, you want to do that? Now, even though I don't like him.
Puff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he doesn't like me.
Because he was managing Nicki at one point.
Let me explain something to you. He did that deliberately to tell me, called me to tell me, I told you I'd get that bitch.
Damn.
He told me that.
Puff a cold nigga.
Right.
He told me that.
That's crazy.
And I said to him, I'm still going to check you. And I still checked his ass. So it didn't matter because I'm not with her now. So you ain't hurting me.
Yeah.
Like, what did you think? You went through all of that to do what?
Right. Like,
But you're not hurting me. You understand what I'm saying? And I still checked him and said what I had to say.
Yeah.
You know?
So why don't you like him? I'm just curious. Like, is there a reason? Did something happen? Is just who he is as a person?
Because he forgot who I was.
Oh, he tried you.
He tried me.
Okay.
And especially like for his son's 16th birthday. And he wanted Nicki to perform. And
This is Quincy.
Yeah. And then I let him know what the requirements were. And he's like, do you know who this is? And I said, do you know who this is?
Yeah.
And he said, excuse me? I said, well, allow me to reintroduce myself to you. And he told me that he was Sean Puppy Combs. And I told him I was Deborah Antney. Nice to meet you. And from that time, it wasn't really good. So even when him and Ross and them was doing the song with Waka, okay, and at that time, cause, you know, he kind of fell then when he fell that time. And then when he came in, it was still something. But even when somebody came to me and wanted to do something or whatever, you can't come to me with that shit. See, I'm not going to try to make nothing on another man's downfall. That ain't who I am.
For sure.
I'm going to get mine regardless.
Period.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not looking to try to get anything. I don't care for him, but that man got children. And I love them kids' mama.
Yeah.
Like, I love Kim. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, he got children that y'all not thinking about, that them kids is going to be hurting. But I'm never going to sit there and do dirt.
Yeah.
I'm not going to add fuel to the fire.
So y'all first time was working together was it wasn't French? I thought, because that was kind of the first.
I did the deal.
You had French.
I wanted Kanye. Okay, so here it was. It was Jay-Z, it was Kanye, and it was Puff.
Yep.
Right? So Puff sings hard. And at that time, we didn't have that little. No, I'm lying, because we did.
Yeah.
Because that time it had already happened. And so Harpier played me.
Okay.
And he started saying stuff, but I still did not want French to go to Puffy.
Yeah.
I wanted him with Kanye. But because Kanye didn't have no phone.
My friend said that he couldn't get him on the phone.
He couldn't get him on the phone, but Kanye don't like telephones.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Kanye do not like phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right? And I think that's the smartest thing in the world.
I'm not mad at it.
All right. I think that's smart. But he didn't want Ye. Jay-Z dropped him.
Jay-Z dropped French?
Yeah, he dropped because I had created a bidding war.
Okay. Oh, Jay-Z dropped.
Jay dropped.
Okay.
And I said, why? And he said he was disloyal. He knew he was going to be disloyal.
French.
That was the most powerfulest thing ever.
He was warning you. He saw something, and he wanted you to know.
And it's crazy how people didn't want people because of stuff that they seen.
Yeah.
And he was happy to go with Puff because the plane, the girls, the drugs, you know, the partying.
The shit he's in jail for right now.
The shit he's in there for right now.
That was you was trying to. That was
I was trying to like.
I got you.
There you go, Chip Home, Debbie. But anyway, that was more fascinating for him. And I'm not saying that don't people rip it and start saying she said that the man he did it with him and all this bullshit. God damn it. And because they good for that bullshit. Right. But he went there. But Ye he couldn't get him on the phone. But I wanted him with Kanye so bad. Me and Ye was right here at the arena just talking. His mom had just passed away. And I love Kanye.
I would say you would be good for him too. Cause
he told Waka, you got to share her with me.
Yeah, he
said, this is my other mother.
Because you know what I tell people?
I love Kanye. That man is not stupid.
He not.
He is not crazy. I had one of the most biggest education. And here, let's go back to mental health, guys.
Okay.
Let's go back to this.
Okay.
When this man's mom passed away, I'm sorry. When this man's mom passed away, how many people was really there for him? Or did they just want him to get back to work?
They want to get back to work.
They want him to go back to work. Do you know what that man had to be? I sat and talked to him in that arena. I will never forget the conversation that me and him had. I was in tears. Okay? And he looked at Waka and he said, you got to share her with me.
You and him, if I heard, it's like in our business, when you hear certain things, if I heard Deb is managing Kanye, I'm like, oh, the world's in trouble.
I love him so much.
Because he's so smart.
I always felt that that's all he needed. It's not that
he had
listen,
it was his mother. His mother
was it for him.
Yes.
Right.
His mother was everything for. And see, some people don't understand this because some of y'all got mothers that are more hooshified than you. Let's set the record straight.
Right.
Okay? Their fame comes from you.
Yeah.
There's only a few mothers in this game that's popping to.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? A handful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some ill mothers that are mothers to their kids.
And
they ain't trying to get out there to be all that stuff and you want to be popular as your kid and showing your shit and doing all that crazy bullshit.
For attention.
For attention. Clickbait to make some money. When I know you're not a mother, because to see what your child is doing, I stomp one of my daughters if I seen her out there like that. Right. Stomp a mud hole in her ass. And I'm saying that.
In front of everybody.
In front of everybody. A mud hole. And wish the police come to me.
Yep.
I'm going to use all 2.5 of my fights. Yes, I am.
Right.
Okay? Now with the way that they out here, blind, like they just it with it. Bare asses, all that stuff. That is so humiliating and so embarrassing to see something like that.
Right.
But it's showing you so much stuff. I understand about, I'm for that. You got women's lib, you got all that good stuff. But what is there about you that I want to know?
Yeah.
And you want to call somebody your husband. And you want that man to respect you.
Right.
And you are community property.
Right.
When
no
everybody
balance.
out there could see you and everybody out there could do this, but you want to be special to him. How special do you think you are to him?
Right.
When everybody's seeing you and everybody can see you and everybody can go through all of this stuff. But you think you the shit because you got a little ass. I don't even understand how they want them big asses. One of the biggest things, I'm so happy me losing weight. You gotta, listen. I mean, y'all might think this is crazy. Bleep the shit out if you want to. It's hard to wipe your ass if it's too damn big.
That's real.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's just real.
Right.
And that's just real. I love you.
I'm
That's
serious.
Funny, that is just real, right?
They gotta do
really
a couple
serious.
extra bathroom trips a day or something,
But it's like you can't keep doing the same things. It's like our men need to be saved. They need to be saved. Even our men are insecure. Because women got them insecure. They make them, these networks is letting them make more money. So now they the head of the households. But they let that man know that they're the head of the household. That I got them. Shit. Yo, they hell. They just hell. I'm like, it's a good thing. I'm happy to hear that a lot of women don't have to be on welfare.
Yep.
And that's really good. I was a shout out to the welfare because I ain't hating on y'all because I was on welfare before. I used to get food stamps.
Perfect.
And it paid for me to go to school. Yes, it did. Okay. Let that be the reason right there. Anyway.
I feel like you're what do you think, if you were working with a female artist, I'm going to make it easier. If you were working with a female artist, what kind of artist what's the artist that you're waiting for?
I can't say it because if I say it, then they start coming back.
They start being it.
No, they start coming back and thinking, I want, and it's not her.
Okay.
I want a Nicki.
Okay.
And when I say I want a Nicki, her work ethics. It's the work ethics that I want.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a rapper?
It's not necessarily a rapper.
Okay.
It's the work ethics.
All of the winners have that in common.
Yeah.
They are paranoid as fuck. They think the world is out to get them.
Yeah. They think everybody's coming for them.
Everybody coming for them. But that's what keeps them at the top.
That's what keeps them there.
They think everybody coming for them, so they stay on that computer.
And they can't get comfortable.
And they watch it, but it's a miserable life, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a miserable life. I'm not gonna lie. It's a miserable life.
This is a very lonely life. Like being in this game and being there it's very lonely anyway. It's not a life that's so like, you know, so great. Because you don't know, even for me, I ain't the biggest person in the world, but I don't know who you are or what you're coming for me for. I don't know why you really want to be up underneath me. And this is real shit too.
Yeah.
Like you don't never know what somebody really want with you. You don't know that.
That's why I think Nicki wound up with her childhood boyfriend. It's like, I need to go to somebody I know before.
That she think could protect her also. You know, the person that she know that would protect her by any means necessary.
And loved her when she wasn't Nicki Minaj.
And loved her when she wasn't Nicki Minaj. Yeah. Because it's not easy. Like, you can't date in this business.
I was just about to say
like,
that.
That's
you think it's a problem?
That's the hardest thing.
Is it hard for y'all? I don't date in this business. I never did. But is it hard? I don't understand that.
Listen to me. This is the hardest thing in the world to do is to date.
Right.
I don't, like, it's hard for a woman.
Because men out here, you know, we see what they doing. They all in trouble.
Listen.
Yeah,
we ain't got to see what y'all doing. They out here giving it away. Now y'all, it's a dime a dozen. Half of y'all ain't even running around as bad as you was running around because it's so easy now.
Well, because the shit that I used to work for, I tell people I used to be on the phone for 3 hours with a girl for her to send me the pictures that they posting on Instagram right now. Like, I sat on the phone for hours. Like, just send me, I promise you I won't share it.
Let me see.
And they send it to you, and you be like, I'm told I got it. Now it's on Instagram. It's like, I don't even know what to ask for no more. Like, send me a picture.
That's what I'm telling you.
Instagram. Yeah, you're right.
Why every girl, when they take a picture, they face the wall and they butt is this way? Why? Why? Why is it only ass shots that's taken?
They're trying to attract their audience.
So I want to bring it back to that.
They're trying to attract the audience.
Because you know how you saying Ice Spice got on stage and like all she did was like twerk.
I was at the BET Awards. I'm not lying to you. Like every girl that performed, first of all, the crowd was quiet as fuck.
Yeah. People sick of it. They over it.
Right. And I'm telling you, this is why I believe that.
They're over it.
I believe hip hop is on its way out.
Nah, can't say that.
Hear me out.
What is hip hop though?
Okay, no, I'm about to go there. The music part, like hip hop is anti-family, right? Like you can't take your kids to a hip hop show. Now, it used to be a take it there before. Now you have to worry about covering their ears for the curse words.
Yeah.
Now you got to worry about covering their eyes for the girls on stage. Yeah. And this ain't even like Luke professional dancers. Yeah. This is like whole girl in the audience wants to come and play. I was at the Revolt concert and Cash Cobain was performing. My daughter loves him. I'm watching it. Then it was fire. I'm having a great time with her. And then all of a sudden, who won't get on stage with me? Then 5 girls on stage, all showing their ass. So I'm looking at it, I'm like,
oh man,
I got to get out of here because this is not family friendly.
You see, you know what started me, even with Deb's house and going through that, was my granddaughter. My granddaughter is not going to do this shit. Lele Love, damn me, my son a killer. I'm not going for this. I don't want her really look, because she already now hearing the music and she moving to the music. We got to change this.
You can see it coming out. You know, when they got that face they make, it's like, oh yeah, you redoing that shit. When they got that dance face,
look.
Yeah, when they do that, when they start making that face, they don't care if you watching no more. Now I don't give a fuck if you see grandma.
These little kids, we gotta, I mean, you know, you can laugh, but we gotta do something about it. And a lot of them are mothers.
That's the part.
They're mothers. How, when you become a wife and a mother, game changes.
Right, absolutely.
Game changes. You gotta, it's not about you no more. You're not that kid no more. Now your kid can hear about how their mother used to be or something like that if it wasn't too damn bad. But now they bragging. Even, I got little girls in the public school that I volunteered in that want to be a stripper when they grow up because they could be a rapper.
OnlyFans?
Wow.
OnlyFans and strippers that they could just do. And this is, where are we coming to?
This is normal.
I'm about to say, do you think rap can go back? Like, can it survive without that?
Yes, it can survive. What the hell you mean it can survive?
I mean, because that's where it went.
Listen to me, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, you hear some of the bullshit-ass records that's out right now?
Yeah.
But this is bullshit. You know
but
why,
people are tired of it now.
No, you know why it grows on you?
Because they keep playing it.
So
they keep playing it. Right. Don't you realize they only play 5 records on the radio?
Yeah.
That's it, just 5 goddamn records. When we got 500 artists out there, but they only play 5 records.
500,000 artists.
Yeah.
That's right. 500,000 artists, and only 5 records get played.
Right.
Don't you realize that?
Right.
There's so much talent out there,
Yeah.
but they're not letting people in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are they gonna let people
No, let
in
me tell you
that
something.
aren't
I'll tell you
shaking
something.
their
They better not
ass?
hate on me because I'm going to do R&B show now.
Don't.
Love that.
I want to help you. Whatever. If I could be a guest, I'm just
Right,
because I
I'm
want to
there.
see you win.
January, I'm filming R&B.
Tell me where
That's
I'm
my
at.
next show.
Tell me where you at.
R&B.
I want to be there.
I'm filming that. I need babies to be made out of love. See, I couldn't even lay
love
down
that.
if I ain't had that music on. I had to be listening.
Music's at the tone.
Baby, my babies came out of love.
Right.
That's why I love them boys so much. You hear me? All mines I love.
Right.
I love every one of them. Die and go to hell for
Period.
them. Whatever.
A million times over for 'em.
Okay? These kids ain't made out of love. They ashy, they dirty.
And to be honest with you, the parents want to be cool. And that's what I'm noticing. The parents want to be cool with
They
their
wanna
kids.
be friends.
My mom didn't want to be my friend. My mom
Yeah.
will fuck me up.
Oh, hold on. Let me set you straight on something. I'm my kid's friend, but I'm their mother, and they know that.
Yep.
They get one day out of the week, we do family meetings, and they can say hell and damn in the meeting, only within that room. That room only.
love
Once
that.
we walk out that room, it's something totally different. Them Negroes, no, I'm throwing you down the stairs. They'll tell you. I'm stomping you out. I'm going to stomp a mud hole in you. I'm not going to play the radio with you at all. They know that.
So if you having issues in the house with the kids, you're not calling your brothers, and you like, come
I'm
get
not
them.
call who?
You're not calling Baby like,
Call
come get 'em.
who?
I'm going to handle it myself.
Call who?
You don't got to.
Call who? They know what time it is, but they not disrespect. They gave me hell. The boys are terrible.
Yeah.
I bet.
But I wouldn't trade them in for nothing in the world.
Nothing.
So
Nothing.
are you going back to or are you doing R&B in January because of Deb's house with the rap? Because you know it's that tension that they had. Do you feel like you're gonna have something different with R&B if it's?
Oh, hold on. Let me set you straight right now. I want to set. I want people to say that I didn't do hip hop because of how the tension was. That's what I love the most. I love that hood shit.
Okay.
I know where I come from.
Okay.
I know how I'm designed. I'm doing that because we need that.
Okay.
We need that.
Okay.
We need to start learning how. They won't give us mental health, but let's learn how to express our feelings because see, that's how R&B used to be before.
Right.
You get to express your feelings. That's why I love Jasmine Sullivan. That's so underrated.
She's incredible.
Right.
That they underrate her. She's every woman's anthem.
Period.
Right. And if you
Okay.
can't express that, you can play the song and
There you
express
go.
it for you.
There you go.
Yo.
Okay? So when you laying down, I want you to lay down. I want you to lay down to squirt and all that other
You
shit
can't.
and slop and all that. I want you to know because then it's oops, I didn't mean for this to happen. You know what I'm saying about whoever. I want you to do something where you are so romantic and you are really into this. This is something that you're really into. That music is an emotion. I want you to just know that. It is an emotion. The emotions that we are getting from what is being played now is not good.
Right.
You have to understand the waves that
Low
are coming to us, that
low
vibrations
yeah.
of that music is not good for us now. So now it's time to, let's ease this up a little bit.
Reset.
I
Let's
literally
reset. Let's
just
bring you
posted
back.
about
Let's
that.
just sit down and just take this all.
It's like when the DJ said, all right, fellas, grab your girl.
girl.
It's time for the slow jam.
You don't even hear that no more.
Fuck
That's
no.
not even in a club
I gotta be
no
honest,
more.
but Deb, I gotta be honest with you. I think that's not a man thing. I think that's a ladies thing. The ladies don't want to slow dance no more.
Why? They humping already?
Oh,
Ain't
look at
no
Jay.
way.
The ladies want to slow dance. He's a DJ. Ladies don't want to slow dance. Sarah, put her head down.
Oh, good.
Don't look at me. I don't want to slow dance. I just want, because my thing, I feel like romance is done in our community because women don't want it. Black women don't want it. They don't want love, romance.
That's
why,
a damn lie.
I'm about to say, no.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, so just hear me out.
Don't do that.
That is why I think that we have so many rappers. Like, why are these labels not pushing R&B music? Because R&B music is love. Rap is low vibrational. It's like
yeah, it's violent.
It's almost like saying I want to sell a vegan restaurant.
It's a lot of violence.
I want to have a vegan restaurant compared to I want to open up a McDonald's. And oh, by the way, and the McDonald's that we got, we're going to also sell liquor after 9 p.m. because it's money in the liquor. Like, that's what we at right now.
Yeah, but that's because that's what they're pushing. If they were, what's up?
Hi.
Who that is? I can't
Is that my son?
It's Waka.
That's Waka?
Yes.
Man, Waka, come in, man. We were just, man, bro, your mom is amazing, bro. She's in here giving you so many props.
Right.
My baby.
Everything stopped.
Little Waka. Look at the mother and son moment.
I love him so much.
By the way, y'all can't see him. He's smiling just as big. He's just as big as his mom. I was telling Waka, I was like, how when you came here, you was like, man, I don't care about the business. That's my fucking mother first. I don't care who my nigga, how much money I'm getting with anybody. That's my mother right there. And I told her, I was like, she raised a great kid, man, because like you really are the shit, bro. Like she should be proud. But she did.
You
say,
wanna know what he said? No.
She did say she fuck you up one-on-one, Waka. I'm just letting you know.
That.
Waka, she did say I'll fuck you up one-on-one. I want you to know that. Don't play, Waka.
You know what that's called?
What?
That's snitching.
What's that? What's snitching?
Because whatever went on in this room should have stayed here unless we had it right there and he would have seen it.
Camera.
But I understand, but you couldn't wait. But if you repeated it.
right there.
But if you repeated it, hold on, that's called snitching. Okay.
I am a snitch.
Because let me just tell you, I want to just share this with you, Ray.
Okay,
I want to share this with you. Now that we got on that and you did it and you brought it out for me.
Let's go.
Okay? That's snitching is the new wave with this internet stuff when people get on there and tell people business and say various things on there and they tell them different things. You know, that's not dry snitching. That's internet snitching.
Okay.
Where you there, because guess what? And you also covering yourself because you know the police on there too. So you know nothing can happen to you when you say this about the person because they watching you and you're protected. You're protected by them.
Like saying if something happened to me, they did it.
And then listen. Every city that person, that hater came from, to get to this city, they charged in all them cities. You know that already. Yeah. So they safe. They safe. But we just talked about that, right?
Yes,
and I thought that this was going to be one that me and you was going to have. We vibing together. We all vibing.
We vibing.
But we never said that he was included in that vibe. And you could not wait to tell him that I stomped a mud hole in his ass.
Can I tell you why?
And I'll repeat it again.
Can I tell you why? Because if my mother was right here, my mother would be saying, slap his ass, because I will fuck Raymond up too. I grew up with it. That's why I love it so much. It reminds me of my house.
But I understand, but we're not there right now. And we doing an interview. You're doing an interview right now, and you just snitched.
It's like Deb's house right now. What's it called? This is Deb's house. This ain't Ray's shit. This is Deb's house.
He just did. Y'all see what he just did, right? Y'all see that?
Civilians can't snitch. Only people that work in the streets can be snitching.
Well, I'm not trying to be funny. Technically, he is working in the streets. He's working in the streets, technically. So when you're doing this, and you got all these different people coming in from the streets, coming in.
I just set you up to explain that.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Thank you, son.
I just love it.
Yeah.
I'm texting my mom right now. She telling me some shit at the house. They roll over my grass. You need to tell them to stop that shit. You know, I don't play Raymond. I'm like, Ma, I got you. She sent me the 3 big fuck. Hey, don't play with me because I will go the fuck off. I got you, Ma. As soon as I'm done with this interview, I'm going to check it. So I love it. I love the whole thing.
But this was really good. They're going to kill me. How long we been in here?
We over an hour and a half. We got 3 more questions.
Okay, let's have it.
The broke story, I'm going to let you go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a series called My Broke Stories, and it's about people that have found success, but there was a time in their life where they overcame it. What moment was that for you? Like, was there a time that you're just like, man, if I don't do this, this isn't going to happen? And you had no money or you didn't have access to money or something happened to you?
I did go through that.
Yeah.
And I've gone through that. And technically, you don't know if I'm going through that now.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Yeah. Like, you don't really know because I'm not going to cry about what I don't have, not to you.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to cry to nobody out there. Mm-hmm. And my stomach could growl. I just play it that, child, you see my stomach, how big this damn stomach is. I'm trying to get my stomach down. I can't eat right now.
Yeah.
Because I just can't afford to buy that damn food.
Right.
But it's okay. I'll drink the water. Right. And I'll get the lemon and take some sugar. So you see me take some sugars and pour it in the thing and stir it up and make some lemonade.
Right, make some lemonade, yeah.
Right then and there, you know, ain't nothing there. But you don't really know. Yeah. Because I don't share that with anybody.
Right.
And that also comes in again with me even saying that, even with my son, like I said earlier, not because he's there, because I said it already. Okay.
I'm not snitching.
But he's not gonna see me, or if he see me like that, he's gonna get an attitude.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Or why you ain't saying nothing to me? Or why you didn't say, like, I went through something where my house was in foreclosure, right? And I didn't tell him. I never said nothing to him about it. Because I don't really cry to them, even though that's the one that hold me down. You know, like I said, but I don't like, because I feel like I'm really supposed to take care of them.
Sure.
And there's nothing in the world, especially him, he think I'm his child. Like he's supposed to take care of me. No, you're not.
Nah, technically he is. That's how I do my mom.
Yeah, but for me, you have to understand that they're my children. I don't like when I can't do for my kids. I don't like if it's something that they're in need of and I'm crippled. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I can't help my children.
Yeah.
But, you know, to be honest, you know, I see good days and I see bad days. Remember, I told you, I'm not more powerful than the sun or the moon.
Yep. None of us are.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And remember, I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Sun and moon have down days. It comes down every day. Every day it comes down.
You know what I'm gonna start saying in my house? Even the fucking sun gets a break.
Right.
That's my new shit. The sun gets a break. The sun gets to go down. Give me a goddamn break.
Yeah, but say the sun and the moon.
Right.
Because it's them two. Every day they must go down.
Right.
Yep.
Every day.
Yeah.
So you have to understand it, even if not in just a break.
Yeah.
But even if they going down and losing at that time, because we lost the sun today and the moon came in because the rain is coming. You know what I'm saying? That's coming. You already know that's not a good time now.
Yeah.
So you have to know that you're not more powerful than the sun and the moon. Period.
I love that.
I don't think that. Like, I don't think that. No, because I'm going to get me some money.
Yeah.
That's what you need to understand.
Yeah, no, okay, so what I'm saying is, right?
Let me just tell you this. A poor rat has one hole.
Right.
A poor rat has one.
Poor rat has one hole to crawl in.
Okay.
Okay? So remember that. When you do multiple things, you always have something else to fall back on.
Yes.
Right.
There's no failure is not an option, and that's the thing that I keep in my head. Because for me, as long as I have my children and my grandkids, I can't fail.
Right.
I can't even stay sick. He'll tell you when I was in the hospital with COVID, when I came out the daggone coma, I'm on all my phones, working.
Yeah.
I'm working.
Yeah.
I couldn't even talk.
Right.
Yeah.
30% oxygen, still working.
Right.
I was working.
But
Tubes, everything. I was working. I couldn't even talk. But dog, I could think about, even when I was in the coma, I'm thinking about work.
yeah.
The hustle stays in me.
I'm about to say, what was the coma like? You actually in a coma? Like, do you have memory?
No, how the hell I'm having memory?
You just said you was thinking about working. I'm
saying that I came out.
Shit, I never heard that.
So listen, I came out that way. But he said to me, when I was in there, I was tied up.
Got you.
That's how I have this mark right here.
Got you.
Because he said that when I was in it, I was fighting.
You're gonna take it off.
I was pulling the stuff out and I was fighting, and my brain, the waves of my brain was just going.
Yeah.
Right.
So he said, do you ever rest? And I said, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Got you.
Period. So failure's not an option. Are you a mother?
Yes.
Then that's the way you need to think, sweetie.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me turn this back around on you.
Okay.
Okay? We're in the house.
Oh, let me make sure the mic is. I want to make sure the mic gets a little bit. Go ahead.
The kids are crying.
Yeah.
Everybody's crying. You have $1.50 in your pocket, okay? And you have to get ready to go to work. But you're walking out the door and they're crying. You go in the kitchen and you pull up a bag of bread. And the only thing that's in that bag is one end piece of bread.
That sounds like last week.
Okay. Who gets it?
They split it. And I go
Who
get
split it?
my kids.
You're crazy.
What do you mean?
She should get it. You get it.
I'm going my way
Because
out
you
the door
need the
then.
strength
Oh, I see.
in order to get to work to go make more money.
Okay.
Okay? You have to eat that.
So what do they eat?
They'll eat when you get.
Remember what I
When I
just
get
said to
back?
you.
Okay.
If all of y'all are messed up because you're hungry,
Oh, got you.
you understand?
Got you. Okay.
You're all hungry.
Got you.
You have $1.50, but that $1.50 is for the bus. At that time, buses was $1.50 when I did that. Okay?
How much is the bus now?
I don't even know.
$2.75.
$2.75. Yeah, in New York, it was $1.50 in New York then. I was teaching the class, right?
Fucked up how much they charge.
And this is it. You must eat that bread
Right.
because you are the one that need the strength. in order to get out there to get the money. You can't get out there hustling, being hungry and sick and nauseous and going through all that stuff.
Right.
How you gonna do it?
Right. For sure.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, but what I was asking, right?
Listen, I gotta tell you something. Man, you need a label with all female employees, all female artists.
That's my. Listen, that's what I want more than anything in the world.
TV show.
I did.
Yeah. That's the TV show. That is the show. Bruh, I would love to watch that because we need more women like you in the world.
Do you know that I had so many male artists? It's the first time that many men came to We TV to watch that show.
That is crazy.
Did that make you think?
It did. No, it really did. But my question was, I asked Kirk Franklin about his moment, right? And he said he was behind on bills, he was behind on child support, and all he had was a handful of songs, which was his first album that ended up blowing up. Do you have a moment like that you can say, like, man, I did this, and this is what helped me get out of that cycle of being broke? Because I know it's ups and downs.
So apparently you really wasn't listening to me as I was talking.
I was, but I didn't know if you had a moment.
She said if she had a moment, she wouldn't say it because she don't want nobody to hear what she's going through. She just struggled.
No, it could have been in like 10, 20 years ago when you were little. You don't got one?
She don't acknowledge it.
You know, Mom, let me tell you something. Okay, and we're going to go there because I got a lot of chapters in my life, okay? So we ain't got enough time for that.
Yeah.
All right? I'll tell you one. I got hit 4 times with a .357 Magnum. I was paralyzed on the whole left side. They said I'd never have the use of my left side ever again in life, right?
Wow.
And see, the devil's a liar.
Right.
Okay? And I was determined because, again, at that time I had 3 little kids. And I had to do it. And I had nobody to look out for us.
Right.
It was me against the world. Me dragging a leg down the street, me dragging to a store trying to do something. But I'm always determined to get up and do something. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go to that moment of COVID. I came out that bed and they told me how things was gonna be and they wanted to put me in rehab. I ain't going to no damn rehab, I'm going home. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think that way.
There's power in the thought too, right?
You can't allow it in your head.
It cannot stay there. Nothing lives in your head rent-free. It ain't paying you, it don't stay there. And you are not a relative of sanitation. Do you understand? Failure is never an option. When you become a mother, it is no longer about you. Your life no longer belongs to you until they become of age to move out on their own. And then let's be clear on something. They never grow up.
I would say you still ain't gonna mind your business.
You'll still not do
Mama
that.
not gonna mind her business.
You'll still be
no matter what.
right there. There's nothing in this world more that I love than being a mother.
Right.
And then the greatest gift is being a grandmother. Because every mistake that I made as a mother, I get to now relive it again in my grands and don't make that same mistake.
Right.
Do you understand?
Right.
So this doesn't work for you. You keep moving.
Yeah.
And don't allow nothing to live in your head rent-free. Don't look at anybody and envy them for what they have.
Right.
That's vicious.
Right.
Anything you got, I can get better. And I'm not looking at you saying that I want to compete against you or whatever it is you got. I'm not looking at anything you damn have that I can't have already. It's what you want to do and it's what you put your mind to do. Remember, I told you, you can't be no weak woman.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was running the Philly video game for a minute. I was doing all the DJ Diamond Cuts videos.
That's my baby.
Like Meek Mill, Gilly, like I was it, and I couldn't be.
Do you know Rocky?
Philly.
The girl that I saw?
Yeah, I know Hot Chalk. I shot a video with Chalk and Diamond Cuts.
Did?
Yep. Listen.
You see how you know that everybody told me that I made a big difference with Rocky and I didn't know her. I really did not know her.
Oh, man.
When I tell you that she's so mean and how she was with her siblings and to take care of them, and she's a female that's running around like a guy because she has to take care of her siblings. Her mother's out there on drugs real bad. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know her, so you really know her life, and you know she's about that
I don't
life.
know her personally, but I do know her. Yeah.
Okay. well, she's me.
Yeah.
So much of what she do is me.
Yeah.
And I just felt for this girl. She stood up, she stood up to me. And
Yeah,
I
when she
like
cursed
that.
you out that first episode, I said, oh my gosh, she about to get rid of her right now.
No, I'm not. That's what people thought.
Right.
But see, I respect that.
Right.
I don't respect you for sitting there like this, and then you go upstairs in the room talking about me like a dog.
Right, right.
That's what I don't like.
You rather hear it to say it to my face.
Say it to me.
It's only a conversation.
It's a conversation. If I could say whatever to you, you could say whatever to me.
Right.
And it's like we don't have to accept it, but you just have to respect it.
Right.
Okay? What's your third question?
No, the second question. We do this little segment we call Credit Check.
Yeah.
Here on the GAUDS Show, we hate giving out flowers because everybody say give them their flowers. We don't want to give you your flowers. We want to give you your credit. What we give people like yourself a chance to shout out 2 to 3 unsung heroes in the Deb Antney story. Who would you like to give some credit to that played a role?
In my life?
Yep.
As far as what?
As far as whatever you're thinking. What's your sign, by the way?
Pisces.
You creative. I could tell. Toronto Pisces. I could see your mind going as I'm talking to you. That's like you're thinking a lot.
Like 2 people, if you did this again, who would you want to come back?
To come back to me?
Yeah, like if in another life, like this is how much they impacted your career. So if you were to do life all over again, who's 2 people you'd pick?
That's a good way of putting it. I'm not.
That's my son. That's my son.
Waka.
He's my son. He doesn't go into no type of anything against anybody. That's mine.
Got you.
So he doesn't fit in a role with anybody. He's there regardless. You understand? Because that's mine.
Yeah.
I birthed him.
Got you.
So it's not the same thing, but it's a valuable lesson that he taught me that I got to teach other
I would love
mothers.
to hear that lesson.
Yeah. About being his manager.
Okay.
A momager.
Okay.
And knowing the difference between your child and an artist.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it at one time, but then I got it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would want to give up being a mother for nothing in the world because a manager I've been all your life. Because I've managed your life.
Your whole life, exactly.
Your whole life. So what difference is that? It's the mother that's needed.
Ain't no feelings.
Yeah.
That's why I ain't respect it. When my mother managed me, I lost the feelings. I lost the emotion and the love. I'm like, I want that back.
Because it's the expectation.
How you don't love this nigga? Like, how you don't love him, bro? Like, I just love
it's
him.
the expectations, like, even, like, I did him wrong because there was things that I still needed to teach him too, but I didn't because he's mine.
Yeah.
And I felt like, I ain't got to tell you nothing because you belong to me.
It's in you. That's what I tell my son.
This stuff should already be in you, but that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair at all.
My DNA, so it's in you, but I still got to nurture it.
But he's still made up of 2 individuals.
Yeah.
And what's the strength and what's the weakness?
Yeah.
What strength did he take from his dad and the weakness that he took from me and the strength he took from me and the weakness that he took from his dad? So I'm still supposed to be there to guide him.
Yeah.
And I didn't. In that stuff, I guided other people more than him. You get what I'm saying? Because he was mine.
Yeah.
And then to see these ungrateful mother effers,
and that's the part
that hurts me.
That hurts the most is that
hurts.
I treat it because technically, if I'm gonna say you're family, I need to treat you like family.
Family, right?
Which means that I can't put one above the other because we're all family. But that's family. He ain't ever going nowhere. So when if I say if I love you forever.
Right.
Like it's ex-girlfriends that I love, like they hate me. I still love you. I don't have no, you know why? Because I'm happy. My life is good. Like if you still unhappy, that means you hanging on this shit for me.
Listen to me. In order for you to hate an individual, you basically casting them to hell. And guess what? You ain't even worth that. Because in order for you to cast a person to hell, you got to be there with them.
Okay, so here's the last question. The last question is, this show is called The GAUDS Show. GAUDS is an acronym for goats and underdogs. Do you consider yourself a goat or do you consider yourself an underdog? If you do consider yourself an underdog, what do you personally want to accomplish, Deb Antney, for you to say, I'm the motherfucking goat?
I ain't trying to be funny.
I can't. I know you ain't.
I ain't the goat or the underdog.
So what would you say?
I'm Deb Antney.
So I'm gonna say to you, you fucking crazy. You the GOAT. You know why you crazy? Can I tell you why? Because the fact that you can sit here and say, I'm Deb Antney, tells the world, I put in work. I did something. There's some motherfuckers that sit there that can't say that.
Right.
But if you start calling me the GOAT, you're gonna forget who I am.
No, we not.
And it's gonna be the GOAT did everything and did.
No.
I don't look at all that. Like the one thing I don't like is a title. Like I really ain't never been nobody manager. I can't stand people say that. Everybody name me a manager. People name me that shit. Managers didn't do what I did. That's why the game messed up now.
Yeah.
Tell the truth. Because the managers didn't do what I did.
Yeah.
Okay? So.
Can I tell you something, though? Let me stop you for a second. From what I know from this interview so far, you lost a son.
I lost two.
Well, I'm saying, I'm reading up a timeline. I'm saying how we got here. You lost a son. You decided that you were going to still take your own fate in your hands when you was working for the nonprofit, all the other stuff. Took on a superstar rapper, another superstar rapper, two rappers that are still here. Had a son that you also turned into a superstar rapper that's still here. By the way, Waka got 5 million monthly Spotify listeners on Spotify right now. He's making, that's a lot of money for anybody listening. That's a lot of fucking money. That's millions of dollars he's making from streaming. You built that.
You know what's funny to me?
That's GOAT shit.
But no, you know what's funny to me when people, and I get so sick of people with this BS, and that's why I wish some of these artists would grow up and grow out, okay? And it's like, where's Waka at now? Where your ass at now? Making money while you sitting on this phone talking?
But
he gone. He ain't never home. He in the street. He gone every week. He's gone. He's doing well. If he's not out because he's not in your part of where you're at, in that demographic right there, which he has no business being in that. That's not his league no more. Yeah, sure. Those kids are not him.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So what is it that they're so quick to want to push people away for something that you're seeing right now, but have to look at where did all of this come from? And each person leave a marker and they have no respect to no one. Yeah. They don't pay homage to anybody. They just have so much negative stuff to say. But we eating. And that's all people need to know.
And on that note, this is the GAUDS Show. Let's clap for Deb. It's only about 3 or 4 people in my whole life that I'm like, you want this seat? You can have it. 'Cause you are so built for what you're doing. And I'm telling you this, I'm saying this on record. I want to see you explode to this world. I want to see you blow. Can I tell you why? Because you blowing up gives young black girls a voice of strength.
Absolutely.
And right now, the only voice they're hearing is about getting money and fucking these niggas. And to me, I don't want my daughters hearing that.
Yeah.
I want them to grow up in a world where there's like, I just love how you say, I'll fuck you. My granddaughter, I'm gonna be on her ass, but her father gonna get her first. I love that. Because that's what's missing now in our culture. Like, we don't have black mamas and daddies. Everybody just brothers and sisters partying and having a good time together. Nobody's authority, and it's weird to me. We need more people saying, no, you're not doing that. The way, even when she said to you just now, the broke story, she made me look at it different. Hey, we don't talk about that. We get up our ass and we go fucking do it.
And I'm sorry, like, I know we on camera, because y'all can take that off if you want to take it off. But I know that it just bothers me when I start feeling something in a person, and I can feel you, and I can feel something else. Okay. It makes me go there.
What you feel?
Okay. It's none of your business.
Well, I want to know.
I like it.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I just felt like I needed to break it just like that to you.
Okay.
Not too much, but enough to where you understand me. Not to them, and I know you understand me.
I have an idea.
Because there's one thing about this, and I'm not trying to be funny, because I'm not a psychic or I'm not anything like that, but I feel people. I can feel them. There's something about people, not everybody, but I can feel stuff. Mm-hmm. And I feel it, and I just want you to know that.
Okay.
And it's okay.
Okay.
Okay? And that too shall pass. You need to know that.
I love that. Thank you.
Give it up for Deb, man. That was beautiful, man. But here we go. I just say, you need to, listen, I have an idea. You should do a show like Monique's Charm School. Hear me out. We need to get 12 female rappers in the house, all up and coming.
That's how Deb's house was.
No, I'm saying, but like
This
Charm
is
School.
This is Charm School.
They were there to get a deal. Deb is there to show them how to be.
Oh, guess
But
what?
she did though.
And they
You
got-
want to
they
know
gotta
how
graduate.
those
Not the
clothes-
same way. I know what you said.
Yes.
You want to know something? I'm going to write that up.
I'm telling you
Because I
that.
have to give another show. I'm going to write that up. He's talking about something. It's what I really want to do. It's a real boot camp.
It's like a female rapper boot camp, but you're learning firsthand how someone, by the way, who built the biggest female rapper of all time, that was there, having in the room saying, no, you can't be no whore. In the world of Zeus's and motherfucking baddies and all the other shit, we need the reverse.
No, did you see that they got baddies in the wheelchair now?
Get the
Did you know we created the word only baddies and we was
Bye, this is the GAUDS Show. We out. Let's go.